Good, bright and beautiful Wednesday to everyone. It's spectacular weather out there, and if you've decided to have the next couple of days off or go to the beach or take a vacation, you've picked the best time of the year. Probably the best time of the month, actually. I wouldn't say the best time of the year necessarily, but absolutely splendid weather conditions in place. GordonStateWeather.com, GordonStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith, and this is the video forecast discussion for Wednesday, the 22nd of July, 2015. Absolutely stellar conditions in place this morning. Lots of sunshine around the region. Temperatures are all generally in the mid to the upper 60s to around 70 in Central Park this hour. And the dew points, that's where the refreshment comes in. Dew points are already falling into the low and mid 50s across the region, and it's going to be just an absolutely pleasurable afternoon to be anywhere outside. We have light west to northwest winds at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Surface chart from WeatherRoanoke.com and Digital Atmosphere Software shows what happened with the cold front as it moved off the coast last night. Just generally dry conditions as high pressure builds in across the Great Lakes all the way to the East Coast over the next several days. Gorgeous. And your pollen forecast for today right through and into the weekend is grasses being on the high side, trees and weeds are pretty low at this time of the year. And with all the sunshine in place for late July, over the next couple of days into the weekend, you could expect the UVI index to be high, so sunscreen is still going to be a must. And we have no watches, warnings, or advisories on land or sea over the next couple of days, and that's good news for the aviational decks. Everything is looking good. VFR conditions through the period. There will be no precipitation on our region for today and tonight. Few to scattered cumulus today, which give way to scattered cirrus during tonight. Northwest winds this morning should increase to around 10 knots, gust into the teens, and the winds will back around to the west this afternoon. Wind speeds are expected to diminish to less than 10 knots after sunset, and the direction anticipated to shift back to the northwest. The outlook for Thursday through Sunday, VFR, patchy fog possible Saturday and Sunday night with lowering conditions possible. Other than that, just spectacular flying weather out there. Newark, New Jersey this morning, 71 degrees, dew point 52. That's great. Humidity 51%, visibility 10 miles. Few clouds at, way up there. 2,000 feet or so. Anyway, just a few cumulus out there this morning. VFR conditions in place. Gorgeous, gorgeous weather indeed. Fair skies at Philadelphia 2, 71, dew point 58, humidity 63%, wind northwest 7, visibility 10, fair skies, clear skies across the region, scattered clouds this afternoon. Other than that, VFR flight anticipated for the next several days. Surf zone forecast for the New Jersey and Delaware beaches. Sunny skies today. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Northwest winds at 10 to 15. Seas around 2 feet. That's good. UVI index is high at 9. Sunscreen is going to be a must. Please plaster that stuff on. Surf temperature 78 degrees. That's beautiful. Low risk of rip currents. Never swim alone. Always have a flotation device. Never swim near piers and jetties, and only in lifeguarded areas. There's no threat of lightning today. The next high tide at Belmar will be at 12:37 p.m. this afternoon. Visible past the satellite imagery this morning, nothing but clear skies overhead, and the water vapor imagery channel shows all of the dark reds here. That's all compression, sinking air in the mid and upper layers of the atmosphere, so there's no lifting going on. It's just beautiful, beautiful wall-to-wall sunshine across the region. Forecast charts over the next several days from the Weather Prediction Center. Here's our front off the coast, high pressure building in across the region, and it will remain in our forecast region throughout the weekend. There will be an uptick in humidity probably by later Sunday as a warm front develops to our west and south, and then that warm front will try to make its way into the region during Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening ahead of this cold front. That's where the winds shift around more to the southwest, and there's an uptick in humidity. But until then, temperatures and humidity levels will be quite comfortable. And even though we're returning to a more humid air mass and a relatively hot air mass across the region by the early part of next week, still we find very little chances of showers and thunderstorms. Most of those will remain to the west of the forecast region. And of course, the 6 to 10 day outlook from the CPC is calling for our relaxation pattern over the next 6 to 10 days, and probably going to reverse that over the next 8 to 14 days, but we'll find near to above normal temperatures from the later part of July to finishing off July, and above normal precipitation chances just slightly, and then everything begins to turn around just slightly in the 8 to 14 day period. A ridge begins to develop south of the Aleutian Islands with our WPO going positive here, or EPO And then, of course, everything begins to shift with the trough axis beginning to spread to the east coast, but it might be a little slower on some of the modeling that's indicated here, so that therefore temperatures will be near to above seasonal levels, and precipitation chances will also be near normal over the 8 to 14 day period, which will end the month of July and the beginning of August. GFS maps into motion. Really is not too much to talk about except beautiful, dry, sunny weather, near seasonable temperatures. It's going to be hot, but much lower humidity, making for pleasurable outdoor activities for the next several days. By the time we get to Sunday, warm front and cold front will be approaching. The front will probably pass through during the day on Monday, introducing the next chance of some widely scattered showers and or thunderstorms to the forecast, and then we return to a more neutral pattern by the middle and early part of next week with hot conditions and near seasonable temperatures for this time of the year. So nothing out of the ordinary here, and nothing shattering or earth shattering or breaking here, and certainly not looking at any extreme precipitation events upcoming. So for everything live, it's GardenStateWeather.com, GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a pleasurable Wednesday. Back in video form tomorrow morning on Thursday.